Heidi Hamilton, her favorability numbers are off the charts. You know her from Dish Nation and the Heidi and Frank show, and she's here to update us on the very ugly Johnny Depp Amber Heard split. There seems to be a headline every day coming out of this
But
case.
now it's on.
Yeah, she's going to testify against him on Friday, and I guess now she's got 2 witnesses backing her up. And the whole thing, I mean, we've talked about it on the Heidi and Frank show and how, you know, she was asking for $50,000 in temporary spousal support per month, and then Johnny Depp's attorney goes after her saying, oh, now you're saying the abuse charges because you're trying to get a quick, you know, some quick cash out of this. And Amber Heard was like, okay, well, obviously that's hurting my case, so I don't want any money. I just want the restraining order. I want to go to court. I want to testify that this did in fact happen, because what happened was she came out and what did everybody do? I don't believe it. I didn't see any bruises. This is, you know.
But so how much weight do the witnesses really have? You know, it's like your buddies going like, yeah, I saw it. It's all hearsay. I mean, if you don't have the pictures.
And they said we did not
But
see.
they were also
up,
his security guards. His security guards.
Right.
You know, and so it is, maybe it is a he said, she said, but her one friend who lived on the property in the guest house, she said that she was a friend of Johnny Depp too. She's like, he's got a really sweet heart. He's a really good guy on one hand, but something happens. I don't know if it's drugs, I don't know if it's alcohol, but bad things happen, abuse happens, and the next day it's like, where did all this blood come from? Oh, you don't remember? Oh yeah, Johnny hit Amber in the nose with his forehead last night, and that kind of stuff. And she was witnessing that, and that girl ended up calling 911. She was on the phone with Amber Heard when Johnny Depp was threatening. He was pulling her by her hair and threatening her, and her friend, the one who's going to testify on Friday, said, I had to call 911 because I was in fear of her life. I called in order to protect her. And
His attorneys are now saying we want to make sure that she's deposed first, because we want to hear all the stories and what you have to say,
right,
so he can defend himself rather than her just going on the stand and all her buddies going, hey, all this happened, whatever.
Right, and then another neighbor also came forward and said, yeah, I witnessed the same kind of stuff, that did in fact happen. And Amber didn't come forward because she was trying to protect him. I mean, when you love somebody, I mean, it happens all the time.
Not to mention, huge, powerful
huge
movie
star. Oh, and you saw when she came out and said all this, people automatically went right after, oh, she's just trying to make a name for herself. It's a money grab. It's this and that. And it's like, wow, that's how we're treating a victim. I don't know if it happened or not, but let's really at least look at it and not go after her. And she did have bruises, and I always hated that argument too. It's like, oh, she'd have bruises. Everybody bruises differently. I could barely get grabbed, and I bruise really easily. Other people don't.
But charge him with a crime if he's for spousal abuse rather than. I mean, you're seeking $50,000 a month.
She dropped that.
In support. Oh, she did.
She dropped that because that's what his attorney was saying.
So what is
that's
she
what this is about. That's
now?
what it became about. And she says, no, I'm not going after that. I don't want the money. If that's going to cloud what I'm trying to do here, which is say this did in fact happen, she said, I'll drop that. I just want the restraining order, and I want to testify, and I want these 2 witnesses to testify.
The restraining order is already in place, and it's a very low threshold when it comes to restraining orders.
But it's a temporary restraining order.
A temporary,
They
yeah.
would have to keep proving.
I'm sure that he's not going to want to get near her.
And I don't, I guess he got called.
Why are you so sure, Bobby?
You don't know.
You got insider information?
Yeah. I mean, it's smart of him to stay away. I don't even know if he'll end up back in court. I think he's supposed to go to court, but he's in the Bahamas, where they honeymoon, by the way. Weird.
Well, love might not be in the cards for those two. There is another celebrity couple that seems to have a budding romance. Leo DiCaprio. You know, I'm beginning to think Leo has a type when it comes to women.
And what is that type?
I'm going to go ahead and say...
Young?
Swimsuit models.
Yeah.
Swimsuit models,
Isn't a swimsuit model every guy's type? I mean, you know, every straight guy's type? I mean, it's not like it's out of the... Oh, my God, that's craziest thing. He likes swimsuit models. Isn't that weird?
But model after model. So Nina Agdal is his latest...
He's been with before. He's circling back now.
Oh, really?
Oh. Yeah, he's been with her before. And now there are sources saying that, oh, no. They're not a couple. They're just being friendly. They were spotted at a bagel shop, which, who do you be? Do you think a swimsuit model eats bagels?
Absolutely.
I eat bagels. Take me for a bagel date.
That's like a prank.
You're not taking her.
She could just be one of those that can eat whatever. And like, I ate the bagel and like, I'm so fat now. You're like, give me a break.
If he's circling back, he's actually practicing what he preaches by recycling.
Yeah, he's dating her for the environment.
Yeah, to save
Except
the
for
planet.
those 2 hours worth of cigarettes they were smoking.
They were smoking so much cigarettes. When they were shot, the photo that we got of them in the Hamptons, they were like for an hour sitting there like chimneys.
Witnesses were like, yeah, they sat there. And it's like,
he cares about the environment, but not his lungs.
And I'm smoking and I'm flying on yachts.
Doesn't smoking keep you thin?
Maybe Maybe I got to try that. Hey, at this point, whatever works.
So I mean, chemotherapy can keep you thin. It doesn't mean it's a great idea.
I mean, a lot of illegal things.
Well, let's just hope these 2 lovebirds can
I don't know.
Work it out.
Will he settle down? Stay tuned.
Heidi, can't wait to hear how this all ends.
I'll keep you posted.
You can watch her on Dish Nation weeknight 6:30 and 11:30 right here on Fox 11. Also, the Heidi and Frank Show.
95.5 KLOS weekdays from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. All right.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks guys.
Heidi. Thanks.